Nail Soup Media. We specialize in websites, web communities, and internet products.
Showing me the screen. Okay, now I see it. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. These are all the different RETS feeds for different MLSs. There's about 50 of them in here. Here's Austin. So here's the queries. Residential is all I'm pulling currently. I'm going to do land right now. New search. Land. This is how RETS works. I just want you to have a little idea. Okay, these are all the different tables I can pull. I can pull the offices, the open houses, commercials, commercial lease,
Right.
lease, residential, and lot.
Farm and lot is what you want.
Oh, it's farm, ranch, and acreage here?
Yeah, it's farm and yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So watch, farm, next, you build a query. Stats, active. So if I wanted to build a query, I could just pull the sold. If I wanted, well, most of them don't have sold, even though it shows it there.
Right.
That's how that works. You usually have to pull there's required fields that it won't give you data back unless you use them. Here's the other required field, list price. List price is greater than 1. Add criteria. Now it'll actually let me search. So it'll pull all active data where list price is greater than 1. Next. What fields do I want? I want all the fields. Next. Tab delineated. That's it. Where do I want to put the text file at? I'll put it in Austin. I'll put it under farm.txt. Next. That's it. Right now, it's build the files, and it does it, and it's on a schedule right here. Download schedule. Do it every day at 6:21 p.m. And that's all there is to RETS. It's kind of awesome.
Right.
The only thing is some of them, the only little small caveat, which isn't so much of a big deal anymore, this program obviously rocks, as you can tell. Mm-hmm. The thing is that this program, one of the things about RETS is you have to identify yourself, and this program will only identify itself as RETS Connector 1.0. And some MLSs require that you have a custom identification, and you cannot customize this identification. Yeah. So for that, I have to use this piece of garbage called Conduit here.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how, by the way, Tauber data is in here. The Tauber one, the Maryland, requires me to use this bullshit. If the program would do scheduling, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but it's still sorry as can be. So CARETS is in here, which is the Los Angeles County.
I know, you got, I forgot how many.
The Agent Tauber, I'm going to update it right now. Run now. It only takes 2 seconds, but I have to manually do it, and I don't have time, and I have so many of these little manual things to do every so often. Here's all Maryland data. Run now. This one takes like 20 minutes to finish, so then I just minimize it. And then here's Tauber.
Wait.
Right.
Let's go to Austin. Let's get the Austin thing.
It's still working. Look.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Now it's starting to land just now. 2 of 2 now. 100 listings. 200 listings. This will only take another minute and a half. Meanwhile, back in Maryland, these little Explorer things are actually shortcuts to folders. Right here, it takes me to the folder. Okay, featured. This is just only for Tauber Sozas, that little thing right there. Delete it, yes. And then all I have to do is rename this here, featured.tab, and now I'm done. Everything else is done automatically. Now Tauber Sozas listings will be up to date. That process, what you just saw, is what it takes to update Tauber Soza. And the regular Maryland data is being updated right now in here. When it's done, I'll have to rename it huge.txt or huge.tab, and I'm done with that. But that's later on, because it'll take like 20 minutes.
And how many boards do we have?
I counted them the other day. Without exaggeration, 85 MLSs.
Okay, all right.
Because I'm moving all of the databases here. This is a cool setup, my friend. Look at this. So check this out. You're going to love this. This is a virtual machine. One buckler. It's a virtual copy of the 120 right here. I've been working on it forever. Right. Look at this. Every single database on the 120 and all of the scheduling and everything, all right. Nice. Every single one of them. This is a virtual copy of the 120 running in a virtual machine. Right. Which runs in a free virtual machine, which is included in all copies of Windows Server 2008 too.
Yeah, that's what.
Not install VMware or any of that bullshit. So look, here's all of the schedules. Look how many there are. All of it. It's a full copy of the 120. And here's what's really cool about it. It doesn't require a network connection, this virtual machine. What it does is it reaches out to the host desktop, which is what this is right here. And here's the databases for all of the 85 MLSs here, or the text files. So here's the Austin text files. Familiar?
Yeah.
So the 66 is almost a full copy of the 120, because remember the 120, they were supposed to shut it down a month ago, basically, and they still haven't shut it down, thank goodness. But if they do, I'm about 12 hours away from fully functioning 66. I have several clients running off of this right now. And the cool thing is it actually doesn't run off of this virtual machine. The sole purpose of this virtual machine is to update databases. That's all it does. No clients connect to it. It doesn't even have an internet connection. Its sole purpose is to basically provide a backup for everything and to update databases. It actually updates this one, SQL 2005, which is about 5 times faster than SQL 2000. This is actually where the live databases are. These are all updated by this virtual machine. So I make a copy of this and put it on a server. All I have to do is install SQL 2005 on it, and this thing will do all the updating. You see?
Nice, yeah.
So this is really my real deal, and this right here is no big deal. I could erase it and then reinstall SQL 2005, and wait 24 hours, and these would all build these databases back up. This virtual machine basically builds its host. Isn't it cool? Yeah. It's kind of convoluted, but I've been spanked so many times that I need like a bulletproof backup system and plus for expandability. If things ever happen where I was able to grow like these other companies, by having it like this, I could just copy this to several servers and run virtual copies, not virtual, but real copies of the full databases, and every single server could have every single database, and I can just basically switch. It could searches could query different databases or different servers for speed and redundancy. Yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on with this. It's really cool, and you can get when I'm completely done with this, I'll make some setup files and I'll give you a copy of it, just so I'm like covered 6 ways. Yeah. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Nothing happens any year. Nothing happens any 3 or 4 years. But when you've been doing this for a decade, we've seen all kinds of crap happen. Everything happens. So anyway. There's that. Okay, back here. All right, Austin, here it is. So here's your search. Search Austin Land. That's the MLS number. There it is, right there. Boom.
So we have the data as well.
Absolutely. We have. Yeah, I have all of the Austin data.
Okay. Is there a way that you can?
There it is, right there.
Right.
Actives 199,000. Blah 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 blah.
Okay. Can you build out can you attach the?
I might be able to. Hold on. Stay on the line for fun and games. Hold on. If I had a nickel for every design, it'd be in the same place I am now. 372 767 9. I think this one's the only one that actually has the MLS number thing hooked up to it. There you are. Booyah. Ain't that a beautiful thing?
Yep. That'll work. So I just...
Look at when I click it, it lights up over here. This one has that technology.